Okay, hopefully my audio is recorded this time. Continue to work on the mission I started in part 3. Unfortunately, none of my audio was working, so you didn't hear any of my narrating of what I was doing with making that mission, but such is life, and I'm going to continue on. One thing I did decide to do, after thinking on it more, is to make it so we have a new Zarbi in each region. It will make the orders work out better. So I'm going to copy, so I'll be here for region 2, region 3, and region 4. This will make life a little bit easier for orders purposes. The only drawback will be when it goes from region 1 to region 2, its shields will recharge up to all of its damage will be undone. So be a little bit of a discontinuity there, but life will get simpler. So how that is going to change things is instead of ordering the hyper to region 2, I'm going to change it to hyper to region 4. Actually change it to order hyper region 3. And in region 3, I'm going to give it a go home command. Make sure its home is hyperspace. That will send it off. Alright. Jump as soon as you're able. And we'll set the timers that I was setting up last time, which you would not have been on the line to hear me setting up those timers before. Where are my timers? Oh. I usually change them to yellow so that they are more visible for me. Alright. This will be Zarbi, arrives in region Taraba. Just change these orders to be tied to it going to Taraba, because that's where it's going now. Okay, and messages. That would still hold true. That would still hold true. That would still hold true. Okay. Alright, arrived in region 2. Arrived in region 3. Go. Okay. And region 4. Okay, nothing else is tied to the arriving in in a certain region at the moment. Actually, certain jump orders probably do. Let me see what orders I have given to everyone. Okay. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Okay, and this for region 2. Give a patrol waypoint, but do that. Call waiting for hyper jump. I'm going to set that throttle 0, but give that here and tell it to jump to region 1 actually. I mean, region 1. And then in region 1, give this one go home orders. Okay. And then with it having a starting point in I'll give that something a order. We'll deal with that here in a moment. Okay, this one, gonna have it start in region 3. Yeah, those all should be there from the very beginning. This is what I'm actually set this one as mission craft, mission craft, mission craft. Yeah, okay. Region 3, orders for region 3 has got nothing at the moment. Okay, we're gonna give it another. Control waypoints. No, with 0 throttle, so that holds still. Give it a couple waypoints. Give this one a waiting for hyperspace. Jump. And give it then a hyper to region order that we jump to. When the player gets close to, when the player gets nearby the hyperbuoy to EOS, and call it when they get within a kilometer of it. Alright. Call that good there. Crap. Do that in region 3. There we go. Why is that acting like... Oh. Okay. Alright, region 3 is going to jump to there. And then in region 1, it'll do a go home. Alright. Region 4. It's going to again have a patrol waypoints. We'll then have a second one here. We will set that one to be when the player departs Taraba, so that's moving when the player arrives. Simple enough for that. Alrighty. And region 4. Need a couple. Okay. Do that. Okay, region 3, order 1, order 2. Just moving these off of 0, 0 so that it's easier to select them. In the map, region 2. Alright. Alright, and region 1, I was already happy with that one. And region, I think so, I was already happy with that one. Region 1. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, clearing out dead orders on those. Okay, I will do a similar thing of making duplicates of make them all duplicates. Probably not. Probably can get away with one duplicate, not multiple. I think I can get away with one duplicate. That'll work out okay. So the reason why I'm making duplicate of the flight groups is I don't want them, it'll help me have more control of them disengaging from combat to join in journeying to region 2, and it'll keep me from smacking into them in region 2 if I sent them on ahead of the player. So by giving them different, making them different craft, then I make my life easier. So I'm going to set their arrival condition for all of them to be when the player arrives outside the chaos. Is the arrival condition for all of them. Waypoints for all of them. They are in region 2. We will worry about their orientation later. Their orders in region 2 are simply to escort the player, and then a hyper to region 3. Okay, and then all of them in region 2, order to a hyper jump when the player arrives in Taraba. Okay. Region 3, they all have escort the player, and then hyper jump Region 4. Region 3, Order 2 is when the player has arrived in Eos. And then Region 4, they'll get escort the player. Alright. Simple enough orders for them. Just clearing Region 1 orders from them, just because I'd like not to have extra orders sitting around on flight groups, just in case of things. Okay. Okay, these should all have, yeah, going home. They should all go home for when everything else leaves. Simple enough. Okay. Quickly just place the units for the pirates. Just place them in. So they will be blue. I thought I changed the names. And Team Pirates. And this is going to be a System Patrol Craft. And that will be Global Group 6. Don't know if I really need it set to Global Group, but I will. Give it a pretty high AI and 200% shields, because you're not supposed to attack this craft. This craft will be jumping out when we get too close. But waypoint, they live in Region 3. Alright, and now more craft. This is going to be some Razor Fighters. IFF Blue, Team Pirates, skill level Veteran. Give it 2 flight groups of 3. Okay. And that'll be Global Group 5. Global Unit 11. And copy, paste for a second flight group of them. Set these to appear and start in Region 3. Okay, orders. Region 3. They are going to be in a 0% throttle. And given a name of, so what I just did there is changed what will be displayed in the CMD when you inspect them on what they're doing. So instead of saying that they're patrol waypoints, it'll say that they're watching. And then they will get a get a hyper to region 1 order. And then region 1, they'll just have a simple go home order. There is a message tied to them. Some parts got away. Not come and go, but have arrived in. Set that to 0. Alright. You ones will have orders of circle with a throttle of 0. 1 with watching, and then order of attack targets, IFF, Imperial, and all of you will have this. So this is region 3, ordered to be if flight group fell is nearby. SBC, and we're going to set that distance to be 3 kilometers. So this says that they will do this action if the player gets within 3 kilometers of this craft. I call this pirate leader. Fighter. Alrighty. Let's do that. So, got those orders in place. They don't need anything there. Do need to turn on waypoints for them. And then this one needs some sort of waypoint for the jump order. Alrighty. That will be a good start. And let's see, that is tied to 50% from fighters. Zarbi starts its jump out. Tied to that one. Be displayed. Alrighty. Now to start just placing where setting up where craft are. Let's just make sure we're not going to be smacking anything. Okay. So these guys, I gave them orders, right? Yeah. Those don't need waypoints because they just spit out of those. Craft. Alright. Just double checking. I remembered it. Alright. Now. So Zarbi. Then on order 2. Zarbi. Okay, and that's when that hyperbuoy will appear. Okay. Outside the cat. That one's going to there. Okay, because that's where the Zarbi one is going, right? Yep, going to Tarab. Alrighty. That's always beaconing to Taraba. This will be when flight group 2 arrives in, because that's where that one goes, right? Alrighty. Okay, 2 Arababa will be that. That. 2 EOS is always there. Because that's the decision that you make. Alrighty. Let's close that and reopen that just to make sure everything is there. Region 2. Alrighty. That's him there with his waypoint. Region 1. Let's see. Okay, order 2. Waypoint is there. Alright. That shall work for that craft. So I'm to change how this operates so that I'm not all twisted like that all the time. region 1, give a waypoint at 0 there. Okay. Alrighty. Now I go to region 2. Yeah, I'm not all off at weird angles. Okay. Master to come in right there. Do that. Get rid of this weird angle offset on these second units. Okay. And in region 1, we have master. Star. Alright. What orders do I give them until? Okay, yeah, they're all just escorting me until that point. Alrighty. That should be all good there. And region 2. Region 3. I do want. Okay. There ought to be one. Should not have anything saying that it's going. Oh, yeah, it does because it then shoots home. Okay. You. Put the pirates over here. Okay. Alrighty. That should be good there. Region 4. Where is the Sinister? Sinister is way the frick over there. By the time we're into the mission, that's going to be somewhere over here. And at that level. Okay. So let's put the from Tarapa somewhere over there. Okay, yeah, we'll be clear of that. Alrighty. Did I forget to set the Zarbi 4 to be spawned in region 4? I did. That would explain some problems. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Close that, reopen that. Alright. There we go, there's a Zarbi. There's a Zarbi. And there's the Sinister. Okay. Where's that Zarbi? Okay. Order 2. Okay. This makes Zorobi paste a little square right here. And then just turn off the 5th one, as I won't need it. Alrighty. Should be about ready to do playtest. Those beacons should all arrive when they're supposed to. Have a failure goal attached to that one. Okay. Okay. What do I want the goals to be saying in this mission? So in this mission, it's going to be tied to this one. Active sequence 1 must arrive. EOS. Drone. Photos again. Again. Alright. So that'll be 1. Active sequence 2. It'll be cover the Zarabi. When will I want that to stop? So cover the Zarabi would be until the hyperblue appears. Okay, put a global prevent goals on flight group challenge destroyed. Attack challenge. Save. And one. Okay. Got the protect in place. Sequence 2, 3 will be must have arrived and outside the chaos. Okay. And order 4 will be have arrived in region Taraba. So I'm just setting the goals for my mission. This is probably pretty boring to watch. So I'm just setting the goals to make it so that the mission flows the way I want it to. Safe to the border, to safe to BH border, to Tarba. Okay. Then 5 will be arrive in region EOS. Sorry. EOS. Zarby safe at EOS. Alright, and to EOS. And add a trigger flight group out at 20. Hold station and FF yellow. Arrive 20. 26 is displayed. Message 26 is shown. Alrighty. And goal 6 will be it arriving and Copy to. Alrighty. We got the mission all set there. Give flight group, global group 5, give a secondary goal of 100% global group 5 is destroyed. Extra 1,000 points for that. Dead men tell no tales. Right, that's how you spell tails, right? Yeah. Alright, dead men tell no tales. Secondary goal of that. 5, but it shouldn't matter for setting it having a active sequence. Alrighty. We could probably set up the briefing right now. As I said, you are to protect the Zarbi on his journey to Eos. He'll be taking okay. Like that message is skip that. Is 4, so +4, so 5 seconds. I like that message. Alright, new event. Caption. New event. Caption. New event. Caption. Alright. Shift all. 5 seconds. Okay, the second one is 8, so I want 9 seconds for the second one. So it'll be a total of 14 seconds between them. So 9 seconds would be 225 add to this one, so 350. Then 3.5 seconds, so call 4, so call 5. So 125 added there. 475. And then good luck is usually, so we'll set this to ending in the 25-second mark. A nice short briefing, yay. Okay, as I said, you are to protect the Zarbion's journey to Eos. So we'll start with icon 1 being challenge. Have it here. And then wait half a second into the mission. New ship icon 1. Let's see, it's freighter transport C. Do that. FG tag on them. Wait for that. text tag on them of Zarby red. Wait 2 seconds at least. Charged EOS. Okay, new ship icon 2. Hyperbuoy yellow. FG tag 2. Icon 2. Text tag 2. EOS yellow. Alright, that goes second and a half. And then I'll make it 2 seconds. Okay, new ship. Icon 3. High advanced. Imperial. Okay, rotate them to be 0, 1, 2, 3. Be right. Okay, FG tag 3. Icon 3. Text tag. Red. Okay, new ship. Okay, I gotta kill time until 14. Taking a full second for that one. New ship. Icon 4. Rotate icon 4. FG tag 4 on icon 4. Text tag. Okay, go to the 9th. New ship. 5. FG tag 5 on icon 5. Text tag 5. Okay. 11-second mark. New ship icon 6. Tie advanced. I think I'll have to move down the challenge a bit to make it all fit. FG tag 6 on icon 6. Text tag 6 on Star. Okay. And new text tag 7. Tag. Okay. This is 5-second window. Okay. Clear text tags. Clear flicker tags. New ship icon. 7 T-wings. Purple. 7 180. Left. 8 T-wing. 8. That's 500. Get off the screen. Now, let's see. Move ship 7 here in 0.6 seconds. Make it a whole second. Move ship 8. FG tag 7. G tag on 8. Text tag. Choose it. Okay. Okay, give it to 20. Clear text tags. 20 and a half. Clear FG tags. 21. let's see, 0, 1, 2, so count 3. Move ship icon 5. Ship icon 4. Move ship icon 6. Then move ship and 0. Icon 7. Move ship 8. Okay. 1,000 for that. 3,000 for that. Alrighty. That should be good there. Make sure to save that. Got that filled in. Alright, now to test the mission.
The master plan. Troublesome escort.
As I said, you are to protect the Zabi on its journey to Eos. You will be leading General Master and Lieutenant Commander Yo-Yo, who will be in missile boats, while you and Commander Star will be in TIE advances. Don't let anything, or anyone, get in the way of your mission. Good luck.
I just realized that I said that Yo-Yo Master would be in missile boats. Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. And need to get missile boat in here. Okay, make sure I don't have a spelling error on that. Missile boat, got Typhoon. Alright. Save. Okay. Save on that.
Pilots, please remember.
The master plan. Troublesome escort.
In the 2 weeks since you two brought that blighted ship here, we have been attacked no less than 6 times by those damners. As I said, you are...
The master plan.
Just
Troublesome
checking that there's
escort.
no...
In the 2 weeks since you two brought that blighted ship here, we have been attacked no less than 6 times by those damnable sentry ships.
Began Admiral Stryker, without preamble, as the Typhoon pilots entered the briefing room.
Come on, you can't still be sore that we found the ship, can you?
Complained Master.
The techs have been raving about...
As I said, you are to protect the Zabi on its journey to Eos. You will be leading General Master and Lieutenant Commander Yo-Yo, who will be in missile boat.
Craft list. Okay, so craft 3 is me, but craft 4 should be a missile boat, and craft 5 should be in a missile boat. Craft 6, we made that. Okay, now test it.
Listen up.
As I said, you are to protect the Zabi on its journey to Eos. You will be leading General Master and Lieutenant Commander Yo-Yo, who will be in missile boats, while you and Commander Star will be in TIE advances. Don't let anything, or anyone, get in the way of your mission. Good luck. As I said, you are to...
That works. Let's see if I get lucky and if everything works the first try. Probably not, but you never know.
Zarbi, ready to go?
Darn. Don't know how that got disabled.
Build some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
This one has ships accessing hyperspace.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zabi until she is ready to jump.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
Attacking craft, dead ahead. I got the Star firing at me. I'm having trouble over here. I'm hit. To attack the front craft. acknowledge. Using your target for attack. Keep your distance. You better shake that bandit off your face.
We're disabled.
Great shot.
Alright, well at least we know that failure condition works. Okay. Let's reduce the pressure on the Zarbi just a little bit. Same number of craft, it'll just be coming slower at it. Let's see if I can do that.
As I said,
Zarbi, ready to go?
Doing some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
This one has ships accessing hyperspace.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarbi until she is ready to jump.
I've got a starship firing at me.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
I'm having trouble over here. Let the shake that bandit off your stick. Great shot. Order acknowledged. On the way.
Just some bad piloting on my part, not that it's too difficult, so let's try that again. Did the mission crash, or just doing a little reset? Let's see.
Zarbi, ready to go?
Doing some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
This one has ships accessing hyperspace.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarbi until she is ready to jump.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
Order acknowledged. Using your target for attack. Keep your distance. I've got a sergeant firing at me. I'm having trouble over here. Wow! Woo! Great shot! Got him! Keep it up! Another bandit down!
Why am I having such slowdown right now? I don't know. Challenge destroyed. Alright. Let's make this battle a little shorter. Well, make it a little less bombers. Let's do that. Alright.
Listen up. As I said.
Zarbi, ready to go?
Doing some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
Okay.
This one has ships exiting hyperspace.
Using your target for attack.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarbi until she is ready to jump.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo. Focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
Attacking ground, dead ahead. I've got a starship firing at me. Better check that bandit off your system.
Whoa.
I'm having trouble over here. I'm hit.
Man, they're really liking me. Why are they liking me so much? Alrighty.
Keep your distance.
Boy. Need to protect the challenge. Might need to up the challenge's AI level a bit. all that, Hyperboo didn't show up. Alright. It was doable, but that was a little bit too much. So I am going to drop the shields and all the drones to normal. That should make them die a little faster. And I'm going to bump the AI, the challenge, up a bit so it's a little better at defending itself, and figure out why the Hyperbuoy did not appear. Taraba must have arrived at Taraba. Okay, did it not arrive in Taraba? It's supposed to go to Taraba. Huh. Let's change that to any, just in case it's doing something weird. And I think I might just change it to depart region here. Okay, to Taraba be having departed region outside chaos. Eos is always there. Let's test how that plays.
I hope everybody, as I said.
Zarby, ready to go?
I just remembered something I need to tweak. Okay. These all have a go home and two. Okay, that's fellows reached outside chaos. Okay. That'll work just fine.
Bring the, as I said.
Come on. Let's see if we can't get this done this time. Should die a little faster now. Being at 100% instead of 200% shields. So hopefully it goes a little bit nicer. A little bit quicker.
Zarby, ready to go?
Build some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
This one has ships accessing hyperspace.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarby until she is ready to jump.
Order acknowledged. Using your target for attack.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarby.
Okay, first I'm actually
Grab
gonna...
dead ahead. Got a starship firing at me. Trouble over here. Keep your distance.
Okay, now let's protect this army. Okay, those two. Not IFF Imperial. Do challenge. Drop their waves down to 3 so that we have a little bit less craft that we have to destroy for triggering the jump.
I hope that, as I said,
Might actually be the better strategy just to target the T-Wings because they'll die a lot faster than the Tuskens.
Zarbi, ready to go?
Build some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
This one has ships accessing hyperspace.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarbi until she is ready to jump.
Order acknowledged. Using your target for attack.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
Attacking craft, dead ahead. I'm having trouble over here. Great shot. Keep your distance. You better shake that bandit off your face. Keep it up. Wow! Got him.
Not giving the challenge a bit of protection really cause some problems here.
Another bandit down.
I think that can be done better.
Zarbi, ready to go?
Build some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Okay.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
This one has ships accessing hyperspace.
Using your target for attack.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarbi until she is ready to jump.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
Attacking craft, dead ahead. attack the friendly craft.
We're ready to go.
Jump as soon as you're able. We're right behind you.
I'm having trouble over here.
Let's see how the rest of the mission flows.
Alright, that jump took us out of the chaos. Prepare for the next leg to Tara Abba now. Okay,
Why
now
is it
just to
cheap?
jump to Aurora.
Hey kid, you see those pirates? What do you want to do about them?
Okay, I need to deal with you. You jump away, no problem.
Responding to your distress call.
Some of those pirates got away.
That's it for the pirates.
Sinister, Typhoon Squadron here. We had the Zarabi here for Admiral Impulse.
Typhoon Squadron. Good work getting here. Dock with us and report to Admiral Impulse.
1 will be this one. Goes to region 4. Don't think I can do a go home at higher speed. But I can try giving it a go. Okay. Okay, so run into that problem of Star Destroyer. For some reason, Star Destroyer 2's doesn't let you set to double shields, so I'm gonna give it double shields. Have to. Let's see. 'Default shield is 5. Okay. 5760 times 2. Okay. Yeah, so I want to do a stat profile of that B7 M3R. Okay. Remind myself of the format of that. Okay. B7M3R. Let's double check that. For the I imagine it's in here too. No, but it might work on that, so we'll say it's okay. So save on that. How to get this RB out of region 3 faster? Well, how about, let's try that. Let's, instead of it being a hyper, let's have it just to be a go home. Let's see what it does.
So, as I said,
Alright.
Zarbi, ready to go?
Doing some last-minute checks now. Stand by.
Barge jockeys, never on time.
This one has ships exiting hyperspace.
Using your target for attack.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarbi until she is ready to jump.
That's then I heard on challenge.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
Attacking craft dead ahead.
Get off the teams.
Need to shake that bandit off your stage. Nice. One less gun to worry about. Keep your distance. I'm hit. Got some trouble over here.
We're ready to go.
Brilliant.
Drop as soon as you're able. We'll be right behind you.
Keep it up.
Okay. I think if I said to come go rather than depart region for this first one. Everything seemed to be surviving well enough.
As I said,
Try 60 million. And
Zarbi,
5.
ready to go?
This is what making missions
Doing some
is.
last-minute
It's
checks now.
just
Stand by.
experimenting and trying
Barge
to get
jockeys,
what you
never
want
on
it to look
time.
like.
This one has ships accessing hyperspace.
Using your target for attack.
Typhoon Squadron, those sentry ships have found us again. Protect the Zarbi until she is ready to jump.
You heard the Admiral. Master, Yo-Yo, focus on those corvettes. Tony on my wing. We're gonna keep those bombers off the Zarbi.
Attacking craft dead ahead. Keep your distance. Ray! Doc! Better take the bandit off your stick.
Whoa.
Got him. Whoa! Another bandit down.
ready to go.
Jump as soon as you're able. We will be right behind you.
Give it up. I'm having trouble over here.
Alright.
Alright, that jump took us out of the chaos. Prepare for the next leg to Tara Abba now. Okay, now just the jump to Aurora.
Hey kid, you see those pirates? What do you want to do about them?
Let's...
Responding to your distress call.
Some of those pirates got away.
That's it for the pirates.
Sinister, Typhoon Squadron here. We had the Zarabi here for Admiral Impulse.
Typhoon Squadron. Good work getting here. Dock with us and report to Admiral Impulse.
The detachment of Typhoon pilots stood before Admiral Impulse, the Emperor's Hammer science officer. He looked them up and down.
Well, you got the Zarabi here safely.
Alright. Couple little tweaks, and then this mission is done. Okay. Little tweak 1. Sinister. Mark it as command ship. And challenge, mark it as command ship. And Zarabi 1 as mission critical. Zarabi 1, target, jumping knives. Space. I think I need to adjust when it jumps to that order. There. Okay, that. Oh, and now, okay, you all, you to no escape pod, no ejections. Okay. Alright, this mission is done other than writing bagels. Okay, and the mission is done. Didn't really talk much while making this mission. It was all basically what I've done before when making the first mission. So if you really want to know what was going on, that'd be a good mission to go check out. Only thing I really did here that I didn't do much in the first mission was make duplicate craft for a lot of things to just simplify orders. And yeah. I'm gonna save it, close it, and call that a night.